1991–1994, welcomed by National Islamic Front in Sudan, leader Hassan al-Turabi or Turabi bin Laden relocates to Riyadh, section of Khartoum, Sudan. Bin Laden begins to increase his personal fortune as well as make contacts with wealthy Islamic Front in Sudan members by using his construction company Al-Hijra for Construction and Development Limited to undertake civil infrastructure development projects. Al-Hijra builds the Tahadi Road linking Khartoum with Port Sudan and a modern airport near Port Sudan. During this same period, Bin Laden's Wadi Al-Aqiq Company Limited, along with his Taba Investment Company Limited, nearly monopolizes major Sudanese exports of gum, sesame, sunflower and corn products. Tahadi Road linking Khartoum with Port Sudan with a modern airport near Port Sudan. So this airport was not for, as you can imagine, it wasn't for pleasant tourists or travel. It was obviously he was going to use it to train pilots to use over on America. The workforce employed by Bin Laden's companies grows to mainly consist of veterans from the Afghan war whom are unable to return home after the war due to accusations of terrorism and subversive activities. It has been estimated that in May 1993, Bin Laden finances the travel of 300 to 480 Afghan war veterans to Sudan. Now obviously because he helped them, they deemed it necessary to owe him a favor. If you would help them, they would not be with Bin Laden, would they? They'd be with you. The governments, 1992, civil war upon Afghanistan begins. Upon Algeria, former Arab Afghani fighters, under the umbrella of the radical fundamentalist movement, launched a campaign of terrorism against the government and secular institutions and persons. Al-Qaeda declares that the United States military upon Saudi Arabia, Yemen and the Horn of Africa should be attacked. September 1992, Ramzi Youssef leaves a Bin Laden-operated guest house in Peshawar. How many guest houses are there? Pakistan, and using a false name flies to New York. Ali Muhammad begins training top commanders of Al-Qaeda in Khost, Afghanistan. December 29, 1992, Al-Qaeda's first official attack. A bomb explodes in a hotel in Aden, Yemen. The bomb was intended to kill United States troops en route to Somalia on a UN relief mission, but the troops had already left the premises. Kind note from myself. From 1979 to 1992, you all believe that this is Al-Qaeda's first official attack. Moving on, later 1992-1993, Muhammad Atif travels to Somalia on several occasions for the purpose of determining how to attack United States forces. 1993, Ali Muhammad begins training Al-Qaeda operatives in Khartoum, Sudan. February 23, 1993, a bomb is detonated in the World Trade Center, killing 6 people and injuring over 1,000. The convicted bomb maker, Ramzi Youssef, had lived in a Bin Laden-operated guest house in Peshawar, Pakistan, both before and after the bombing. Spring 1993, Al-Qaeda sends Ali Muhammad to build training camps in Somalia in order to provide military training and assistance to Somali tribes opposed to United States intervention. June 25, 1993, Mir Amal Kanzi, a Pakistani, opens fire outside of the CIA, killing 2 and wounding 3 CIA employees. Kanzi flees the United States for Pakistan. October 3rd and 4th, 1993, 18 United States servicemen are killed in Mogadishu, Somalia by persons trained in Al-Qaeda camps. 1994, Muhammad Sadiq Uday, an Al-Qaeda operative, relocates to Mombasa, Kenya, and using Al-Qaeda funds, opens a fishing business. Wadi al-Haq, and an al-Qaeda operative relocates from Khartoum, Sudan to Nairobi, Kenya, and opens multiple businesses using al-Qaeda funds. Obviously, if if there's a person or people, coin note, supplying money to you and nobody else is helping you, obviously you're going to join forces with them. March 1994. So I would like to ask, who else did Muhammad Sadiq Uday and Wadi al-Haq approach for funds? March 1994. Bin Laden's eldest brother, Bakr bin Laden, expresses his family's regret, denunciation, and condemnation of bin Laden's activities. April 1994. The Advisory and Reform Committee is created, which produces literature critical of the Saudi Arabian regime and his links to Al-Qaeda. April 9, 1994. The Saudi Arabian government revokes bin Laden's citizenship for behavior that contradicts the kingdom's interests and risks harming its relations with fraternal countries. 1994 to 95. Al-Qaeda camps begin training members of the Algerian armed Islamic group. Some of the GIA operatives bombed the Paris metro, killing 8 people. So the Algerian armed Islamic group bombed the Paris metro. How many miles is this? How many miles is the Paris metro from Algeria? I'd just like to ask. February 7, 1995. Ramzi Youssef is arrested upon Pakistan and extradited to the United States. June 26, 1995. There is an attempted assassination on the life of Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. November 13, 1995. A car bomb explodes outside of an American-operated Saudi National Guard training center in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, killing 5 Americans and 2 Indians. 4 Saudi attackers linked to bin Laden were convicted and executed. Spring 1996. Abu Ubaidah al-Banshiri, co-founder and a military leader of Al-Qaeda, drowns when his ferry sinks in Lake Victoria. 1996. Trying to improve relations with the West and have the embargo lifted, the Sudanese government forces bin Laden to leave the country. Al-Qaeda relocates to Kandahar, Afghanistan, accepting safe haven from the new government of the Taliban. June 25, 1996. A massive car bomb explodes outside the Khobar Towers, a United States Air Force housing complex in Tehran, Saudi Arabia, killing 19 Americans and wounding hundreds more. August 23, 1996. From the Hindu Kush mountains in Afghanistan, bin Laden issues a declaration of jihad entitled Message from Osama bin Muhammad bin Laden to his Muslim brothers in the whole world and especially the Arabian Peninsula, declaration of jihad against Americans occupying the land of the 2 holy mosques, expel the heretics from the Arabian Peninsula. Afterwards, bin Laden makes an audio tape recording of the declaration for worldwide distribution. Kind note for myself. So he gave this jihad 23rd, 1996. What's this got to do with the Paris metro? This is just a front. This message here, occupying the land of the 2 holy mosques, is just a front so they can carry out their, I would say, oppression and persecution of the world, so they can rule the world at the end of the day, involving drugs, money laundering, extortion, sabotage, murdering, killing innocent people, hijacking, robberies, and any other crime you'd like to mention, putting on masks and raiding jewelry shops and taking their goods. It's just a front. This is just a front, occupying the land of 2 holy mosques. It's just a front that they're using. about when they attacked people prior to this jihad message. They weren't even concerned why. Then they obviously realized we must give them a reason why we're doing it. So this is the reason they gave you all. And no such fatwa, no such jihad has been issued by the Arab best community, which is then what I would follow. If the royal family on Arabia gave some jihad fatwa, I have to follow it, don't I?